I need to show my pass here. It's okay?
Yep.
We're just entering the woodwork room where the prisoners learn skills for employment once they are released from prison. Ian Riley, we're in the woodwork room at Fulham Prison. What happens here?
Well, prisoners work on woodwork here towards a Certificate 2 in furnishings. They also have an opportunity to diverse into general construction, and that would mean framing of houses and framing for concrete slabs and things.
You're the industry manager at Fulham Prison. What does that role involve?
I'm responsible for all of the industries that happens within Fulham Correctional Centre, and I've got to make sure that what we are trying to achieve, we do achieve, and that is to upskill every prisoner who comes through the door, to give them the opportunity or an improved opportunity for employment on release.
Just behind us are a number of people from group training organisations that are making their way through and learning about the prison. What do you hope that they will get from this experience today?
Well, I'm hoping that they see that prisoners do have skills and they do have a lot to offer, and that what we're doing reflects what's outside. And I hope they just tell employment agencies and employers that it's not too bad a thing to employ a prisoner on release.
Janice Miller, Program Manager, Wise Employment.
Are there risks for you as a job service provider in taking on prisoners or people who've come out of the prison system?
There's no more risk than working with anybody that's been maybe long-term unemployed. If you work with somebody that you already know, that you know that they've got a criminal record, it's out on the open. You discuss, what's appropriate, what isn't appropriate when they do get a job. We actually work very closely with them because they have a one-on-one case manager with this particular program. We also have a reverse marketer who goes out and finds an employer that will take them on. And it depends on the individual whether they want to disclose or not disclose. There are still a lot of employers that will just not give somebody with a criminal record a go. And we have to sort of educate the public and say, well, if the crime has nothing to do with the job that they're doing and they've done the crime and done the time, if we don't give them a chance as society, they're going to reoffend, and that costs us much more as a society. As taxpayers, it's costing us between $70,000 and $90,000 a year to keep them inside. Well, do you know, if we can get them a job, how much less is that costing us as taxpayers?
What kind of employers are looking for ex-prisoners? Are there particular skills shortages that would be willing to employ ex-prisoners?
Before the GFC, yes. We were blitzing and we were doing really well with them because there was skill shortages in the warehousing industry. The labour force was there was a shortage. Since the GFC, it's been hard. It's only just starting to slowly pick up. We work specifically with toll industries, and they take on 40 prisoners per year. And that's called the Second Step program, and they work only with us. And it's a 12-month program where they take them on toll provider mentor for that person. And once they finish that program, they actually usually get a job within toll, as just any other employee would, and then another person can come in. And what we're trying to, I suppose, work at is get a lot more big companies like that will have programs like this, because it's actually very successful. And yes, there are some fallouts out of it, but the majority of them do quite well.
Employment Expo in mainstream visits is now on. Employment Expo on in mainstream visits now.
So we're at Fulham Prison. You're here for the Careers Expo. How long have you been in prison for?
I've been in prison for 5 months. I've got another 2 years, 4 months before I'm eligible for parole.
What do you hope to do when you're released from prison?
Obviously, I'll have to go into a new form of employment, and that's why I'm here today, to have a look at my options. I was involved with a civil maintenance company. Yeah.
And what kind of work do you want to do when you get out?
Possibly along those lines, but I'm open. I've came here today with a very open mind.
When you get out of prison, are you worried that employers will judge you for having been in prison?
Most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. And it's good to look around this room today and see potential employers or industries that have their arms open wide, really.
Have you undertaken any training while you've been in prison?
I'm currently doing a small business course and a computer course. Yeah.
Do you think there's a risk that you would end up back in prison?
No, I don't. Not for myself personally. It's been a once in a lifetime experience, and I intend to keep it a once in